Beautiful is better than ugly. Explicit is better than implicit. Simple is better than complex. Complex is better than complicated. Flat is better than nested. Sparse is better than dense. Readability counts. Special cases aren't special enough to break the rules. Although practicality beats purity, error should never pass silently unless explicitly silenced. In the face of ambiguity, refuse the temptation to guess. 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 Refuse the
Python, a high-level interpreted programming language famous for its Zen-like code. It's arguably the most popular language in the world because it's easy to learn, yet practical for serious projects. It was created by Guido van Rossum and released in 1991, who named it after Monty Python's Flying Circus, which is why you'll sometimes find spam and eggs instead of foo and bar in code samples. It's commonly used to build server-side applications like web apps with the Django framework, and is the language of choice for big data analysis and machine learning. Many students choose Python to start learning to code because of its emphasis on readability as outlined by the Zen of Python. Beautiful is better than ugly, while explicit is better than implicit. Python is very simple, but avoids the temptation to sprinkle in magic that causes ambiguity. Its code is often organized into notebooks where individual cells can be executed, then documented in the same place. We're currently at version 3 of the language, and you can get started by creating a file that ends in .py or .ipynb to create it.
will be set to the name of the module you are importing or the name of the Python file without the .py. The if name equals name given is mainly used if you want to make sure that certain code is executed only when it's being directly run from the main program and not being imported. Everything is an object, a fundamental aspect of Python's design philosophy. This means every entity you work with in Python is an instance of some class, has attributes and methods, can be assigned to variables, can be passed as arguments, and can be returned from functions. Data types are objects, functions are objects, classes and modules are objects, and even code blocks are objects. This is the object hierarchy in Python. This makes Python extremely flexible, consistent, and simple. However, these objects can eat up a lot of memory, which can affect performance, white space, and indentation. One of the things that is very special about Python is the use of indentation and white space to define blocks of code, unlike other languages that use braces like C or JavaScript, or the end keyword like Ruby and Lua. This design feature of Python makes sure it's maximally real. Indentation in Python is commonly used in if, for, while, def, and class code blocks. Inconsistencies can cause indentation. Code of the same indentation level are considered in the same code block, and nested code is done by more indentation. Design philosophy is complete, whether it's for programming languages or entire websites or apps, and Maven is great. Maven is the world's most extensive app network. It's a platform for finding design inspiration with over 500,000 streams and 1,200 industry-leading apps. If you have worked as a dev, you're probably used to a well-meaning design team sending the dev team UI that they probably did from Pinterest or Twitter, which may look good on paper but can't be implemented in code. But with Maven, we don't have that issue. It's got over 300 categories you can search and filter through. It has AI search, you can search through the text in the designs, and with a plugin, you can immediately export anything you find into Figma. Maven eliminates the need to download countless apps and take endless screenshots just to find design ideas. You severely cut down on time and allow your code storage to breathe. It's both useful for indie devs and large companies. It has everything from free plan to a full enterprise plan. So click the link in the description below and try Maven out for yourself. The else clause in loops, a feature that often surprises new users. It's a type of statement that a dev can put in a for and while, and it only executes if the loop completes without any breakthrough. Basically, if the loop completes only. But if the loop is terminated by a breakthrough, then the else block is skipped. Don't mistake it for a variation of an if-else statement. It's unrelated to conditional wrapping. It's more of a no-break clause. Some practical uses can be checking for prime numbers or creating loops with timers, list comprehensions. A unique way of creating loops, lists, and conditionals with only one line of code. A normal for loop looks like this, but with Python list comprehensions, you can make it into one compact line. You can even add a conditional, edit elements in a list, and nested nodes, and multiple conditionals. Although this is a useful feature in Python, it may not be optimal in all circumstances. Sometimes it can really complicate things and be very hard to read. And in those situations, you'd be better off using regular statements, multiple assignment, and tuple unpack, a way of assigning multiple variables in a single line of code. You see, Python looks at the right-hand side as a tuple without parentheses, and assigns those values to the variables at the left-hand side in order. By the way, a tuple is a way to give multiple values to one variable, kind of like a list or an array. But once you create it, you can't edit or change it. These work with anything you can integrate to it. So, lists, strings, or loops, dynamic and strong typing, a feature in Python that gives it both flexibility and safety. Dynamic typing is when you don't need to declare a variable's type explicitly when writing code. A variable's type is determined at runtime. Strong typing is when strict type compatibility is enforced at runtime, and a type mismatch will cause a type error. This feature makes functions more flexible and avoids subtle bugs due to automatic type conversions, duck typing, a concept in Python that focuses on what an object can do, its methods or its attributes, and not its class or its type. No type checking needed. It's like if you play a game where you have to guess which animal toy quacks. You first pick up the duck toy and it quacks. But what if you pick up another toy, like the dog toy? You pick it up and to your surprise, it quacks. You later find out there's a duck sticker put in the dog toy. Kind of the best way I can explain. Basically, Python doesn't care about what the thing is, but more about the action you want it to do, the pass statement. A statement that tells the program to do nothing. It's the coding version of this page is left intentionally blank, but it does have a purpose. You can use it as a placeholder during development. It's also a good building block for the skeleton of classes, first-class functions, and closures. First-class functions are a way that functions can be used just like strings, variables, or lists. This allows you to use the functional programming paradigm within the normally object-oriented Python language. Functions can be assigned to variables, used as arguments in other functions, and can be returned from other functions. A closure is a function object that can use information from other objects or functions that can close it. Dunder methods, short for double underscore methods, are special functions that run automatically when you do internal things in your Python code. Examples of dunder methods are init, which initializes the new instance of a class. It automatically runs when your program creates a new object. Add, sub, and mul are called whenever you use arithmetic operators, str, which defines the string you'll use by the type function. You often don't use dunder methods directly. They often work under the args and ors. Two special syntaxes in Python that allows the user to place an arbitrary number of arguments or arbitrary keyword arguments are like ours, but we can attach a label to your index and enter them as key value pairs or walrus type. Introduced in Python 3.8, or to be called the assignment expression, allows you to assign values to a variable within a block of code, avoiding the need to create a separate line for creating the variable. They're great for using in loops, list comprehension, and commonly for input validation and parsing data. Decorators, a way of enhancing a function without permanently altering its code. They take functions as inputs and output a function with modified functionality. It's a cool way of making functions do the fusion dance and create a new super function. Decorators also work with classes too, and